Well, Robin, it had the prospects of a really good night. In the end, it was close, but not close enough.
No, not quite, unfortunately, was it? It was a great victory this evening, but not quite enough to bring back the trophy, unfortunately. It's the top of the Premiership, so it really is the two best teams racing against each other. So real credit to Poole, and congratulations to them as well for getting their hands on the trophy. But yeah, we're a little gutted, you can imagine, because we did win the Premiership League by quite a margin, so to not have the trophy is a little bit bitter for us. But you know, that's motorsport for you. We had two guys that came in as guests for us this evening because of injuries, as you've already heard, and they did the very best they could. So no excuses. The better team has won on the day. That's how sport should be, and congratulations to them.
And I guess the experience they've had over the years in situations like this probably helped as well.
I don't think there was anything like that, because our guys have got a really good rhythm going this year on their preparation, on how we actually go about the structure of the race meeting. So the guys were pretty much into that rhythm, so there wasn't anything unusual about the stress or the tension, and you know, they remained focused. They did their job as best they could this evening, and it just wasn't quite enough overall, was it? You know. Yeah.
There was a period though, the 5 heats, that you didn't lose in any of those heats, and it was getting closer and closer. Because you closed it down to 6 points. Didn't you?
So close, absolutely. And you know, we were missing Niels this evening, and that's exactly where he would have scored, of course. And you know, with a full squad, but we didn't, and we haven't got our hands on the trophy. A little bit disappointed, as I said, but we will regroup. We've got next week, as you know, on Thursday to get more silverware in the Knockout Cup, and then we're going to get into the winter training programme to bring more to those programmes even than we had this year. So we're going to try and actually step change up another gear for next year, which we're already looking at. So we've still got work to do this year, an opportunity. But you know, we're really up for it for 2019.
Yeah, it's a hell of a platform to build on as well. And as you say, the experience of this year in terms of what you've done off the track, obviously will stand you in good stead.
Oh, very much so, yeah. And you know, there was little bits of elements of that didn't work, so we know what's not going to work in this sport, because yeah, we've said before that really these guys are the equivalent of an Olympic 400-metre sprinter, that they have to actually have that energy output up to 7 times in an hour and a half. So if you asked an Olympic 400-metre sprinter to do that, I'm sure they would, but would they be able to do it at Olympic pace? And of course, what we need to get our guys' bodies ready for is heart rates that zoom up within 60 seconds to nearly 200, and because they're so fit, they then come down to 50 or so within a minute or two of stopping the racing, and we have to keep that system firing up all the time. And that's where the work was done, or a lot of the work was done through the winter, as well as the nutrition and the hydration and so on and so forth. So yeah, a lot of really good stuff. Isn't Speedway a great sport though? You know, it's so exciting, it ebbs and flows. You see 15 heats in one evening, you can see all the racing, and we had 3 generations nicely of fans here, you know, and to see the real youngsters in, to see the grandparents in, and all having such a smile on their face, you know, and for me, that's brilliant. And as a team, we're so proud of that, as well as our results on the track.